Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was designed by Imagineer Tony Baxter and ride design engineer Bill Watkins. As Disneyland and Walt Disney World were both beginning to bear the entire financial burden placed on Disney, the concept came from Baxter's work on fellow Imagineer Mark Davis' concept for the Western River Expedition, a Western-themed pavilion at the Magic Kingdom. Designed to look like an enormous plateau and contain many rides, including a runaway mine train roller coaster. However, because the pavilion as a whole was deemed too expensive in the light of 1973 construction and opening of Pirates of the Caribbean, Baxter proposed severing the mine train and building a separate attraction. Hello, my name is Longshot. Welcome to Local Story. Today's historical worldview context of Disneyland rides, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Thanks for coming. Let's get into it. Okay, so Tony Baxter, an Imagineer with his head on straight, in terms of what he wants to bring to the table as of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. A ride developed in the 70s. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is a cross-natural ride that brings you into the wild, wild west in the wilderness. You take a train through to get through many circumstances as you can, one being dynamite. And the train itself seems to be going on a whirlwind of spins. Depths of nature seem to be crossing over in terms of this ride. Drops, turns, rises, all part of the ride. And because of this, it seems to be a ride full of adventure. And the ride full of adventure seems to be something that is even more so great in terms of a ride that was developed in the 70s. By a man, again, by Tony Baxter. But what was the dream? What was the overall extended dream of this ride? And well, how can we go relate it to something that's even in detail in itself? Let's go into detail. Okay, so when you think of anything that comes across as natural and beautiful and exciting and, well, adventuresome, what comes to mind? See, what this ride shows is it can be anywhere between the lines of suspense or between the lines of adventure. And suspense and adventure go hand in hand. If you've seen any great psychological thriller, you would know. And if you rode Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, you would know too. And the thing that comes across as natural for this ride is, well, not necessarily the story, but the travel through of it. You see many things happening in this ride. There's no clear story, but the thing is, it does relay a message. When you are in the depths of the wild, wild west, in terms of this imagination that you have, hopefully, in your system, what is something that can be taken away from that? And the little things that go into this is, well, the ride in itself is a magistrate of what happens when you place a roller coaster in the Wild West. Kind of like a mine car almost. So when you think about all this in total, there's something that comes across as beautiful in some senses. The beauty in the ride's natural environment. And what it has to do with everything that's beautiful of the natural environment. And what it has to do with everything that's beautiful in the natural environment. And the things you see along with it. Such as animatronic goats, animatronic snakes, pretty much anything you can think of in terms of the ride's stature and model. But here's the thing. What can we take away from this? What is the big picture here in terms of everything that is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in Disneyland Resort? Well, application, of course. What is your wild, adventurous side? What is something you can take away that you can take a leap of faith and just do, no matter how many times it fails? See, the thing is, with this ride, when it was being made, it had many failures to go through until it became what it's known now as Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So here's the thing, and this should be taken under consideration. What are you doing to show the wild adventurous you? The one that can lay back, the one that can be the anomaly in some cases. Because in terms of everything that Disneyland is, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is an anomaly. It's not like the other rides in Disney. And because of that, there's something great about this in terms of ride and environment. So, in total, what's the wild adventures you doing? And how can you be the one that takes wild steps and, well, risks to get where you need to be? And let me tell you this. If you're willing to take those risks, then you're in a good standing for what you want to be in life. Thank you for my application. Let's continue forward. Thank you for my long story. Thank you for this historical worldview context of Disneyland rides. There are more rides in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys know we get there behind the share, like the subscribe button right on the screen. Also, by hitting that bell, leave a comment if you can too. Thank you again, and peace.